Hi everyone, today we will be talking about phonic sounds. So what are phonic sounds? Phonic sounds involve matching the sounds of spoken English with individual letters or groups of letters. The phonic sounds that we will be identifying and listening to in this video are E, or, P, and E, or Y, which is pronounced as E. So some examples of the phonic sounds that we will be going over. So for E, we have B, tree, C, free, queen. And then for we have flower, shower, tower, and louder. For or, we have door, pour, and floor. For P, we have happy, poppy, hippo. So for this, since it's a double P, we emphasize the P a little bit more rather than when it's only one P. Lastly, for E, we have busy, sunny, lovely, and crazy. So now let's apply these phonic sounds to a story. On a bright and sunny day, I decided to take a walk outside. While walking, I see a bee in the garden. The bee buzzes across the garden. In the garden, the bee sees a flower field. The bee makes its way to the field of flowers to get some nectar. As the bee flies from flower to flower, it starts to suddenly rain. The poor bee started to get wet. It needed to go under a tree. Finally, it got under a tree and became happy. The happy bee tried to see if there were any flowers nearby. It saw some flowers under another tree. It quickly flew to the other tree and was happy to see many flowers with yummy nectar. The bee was as happy as can be. So let's go over some key takeaways. So for E, notice that when we say B, we make the sound of the E longer than when we say B. This is because the double E makes a longer sound than when there's only one E. So for the Y or E, also the Y in the words in this story sounds very familiar to the double E in the words in the story. For example, in sunny, the Y sounds like a double E. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a better understanding of how phonic sounds work in this video and how they are applied.